Alright, so we're looking at work instruction Q008, Registrar Audit Preparation. So the purpose of this procedure is to prepare the company and its personnel for the Registrar audit. This work instruction guides the qualified personnel, which is us, on how to prepare for the Registrar audit. The quality assurance manager is responsible for the proper execution of this procedure. Only qualified personnel are allowed to perform this procedure. So definitions: product safety, how process and product conformity could affect critical missions and human lives. FOD, or FOD, foreign object debris. Ethical behavior, acting in ways consistent with what society and individuals typically think are good values. So the procedure: the dates for the following tasks can be completed earlier. The dates are only a latest benchmark for completion. So let's see, awareness of company. So this is an email that I just sent out. I don't know if you guys saw it. I think I put all corporate on it. So all personnel shall be made aware of the following at least 1 week prior to the Registrar audit: the quality policy, which everybody should have at the desk; quality objectives, which is 90% quality, 90% OTD; the product safety contribution, and to maintain product safety, all customer drawings and requirement must be followed. So each department has its own contribution to product safety. Ethical behavior and fraud prevention. So all personnel are to be notified about that 1 week before the registrar date. Which you guys can just refer to the email that I sent out. Management review SOP 5601. So the previous year's management review is used for the registrar audit. Confirm that all fields are complete. No fields are allowed to be left blank on management review. And then the next thing that we would check is the internal audit. This needs to be done at least 3 months before the registrar audit. Confirm that all fields in pairs are complete. And then you're gonna refer to work instruction Q009 for those. And then we're going to verify the information is up to date on all the logs 1 month before the registrar audit. Again, you can do this way before the month because, you know, there's a lot of little minor things that you got to look for when you're getting ready for the registrar audit. So we're going to look at the corrective action, preventative action log, the calibration log. And when we're doing the calibration log, you want to check the calibration stickers as well. So you can, what I did was I printed the entire thing and I walked around and I checked everything. And you also have to check the hard copies, which you can ask Lorenzo about. You can ask him where they're at and he'll show you. Record non-conforming product log, you have to check this one as well. You just have to make sure that the information is accurate or up to date. Return material authorization log, the RMA log here. Corrective act. So pretty much what you need to check on these ones, you just need to just make sure that they are closed, or just make sure that they, instead of being open and they're supposed to be closed, you change it. Just stuff like that. You want to fix everything up and make corrections and now, so that when the registrar audit happens, those corrections are already made, and you know, it doesn't make us look bad because you messed up one day or whatever. You know, you just want to pretty much just check on your work. Corrective action report. So this needs to be done at least 1 month before the registrar audit. You're going to review all the open cards and confirm all the information is up to date, and you're going to close out the cards that are complete. So sometimes we won't hear back from the customer on some of them, so we'll just end up closing it. Sometimes we'll follow up and they'll let us know too, oh yeah, you can go ahead and close it, or whatever it may be. Or you know, if it looks complete to you and you're not really sure why it's not closed out, you can just send it over to Ryan hey, can you review this? It looks completed to me. I think we can close this one out, and then you close them out that way. Which is actually what I did this year. There was a lot of them where he was just oh yeah, we'll wait to close it later until we follow up the customer. Or there was one for Seeker. We actually had somebody from Seeker come and kind of audit us. I don't think you were here. No. But it was Ryan and I that did it together, and we had a corrective action open for them. And so we actually discussed it while they were here. but they were going back and forth on it a lot. So the actual report was finished like a while back, but we're just waiting to see what was gonna happen, like if it was gonna be accepted, like what our corrective action was accepted, as in like the way that we like fixed it. So the way that we fixed the seeker one was the problem was that their winding wasn't actually like the exact number of turns that they wanted, and I guess it was very specific in their requirements or their drawing that it had to be exact number of turns. So what happened was they added, I think, something on the dash 30 or some form, but then also on the dash 34 they added a little extra box that said that pretty much they put it there to verify that the exact number of turns was made and like verified, so that's pretty much like what we're waiting on. And I guess it's some time passes, you kind of forget about it, so then when you go and you check, you see, oh, okay, I remember this one, like, yeah, this one could be closed now, and you just like let Ryan know, and because he has to be the only one that can sign it. Remember that, guys? He's the only one that can sign off on it and close it. So SOP, standard operating procedure, and work instruction. This needs to be done at least 1 month before the registrar audit. So what you're going to be checking for those is this. So you're going to be checking that all the information is up to date, and also cross-reference all the three below. So you're going to check the, you're going to verify that the rev is correct. And then you're going to check this little property section in the comment section, that all the revisions are listed on there and all like the changes are listed on there. And then by checking that, you go to the office button, prepare and properties, and then you're gonna check the SOP and the work instructions also in the master document index. So this is actually what we're gonna do in a little bit, because I haven't done this yet. Ryan wanted me to go over it with you guys. So the same thing on the master document index. You're gonna verify that the rev and is correct. And then you're going to verify that the bookmark opens to the one that it corresponds to. And then you're going to check the master list and also confirm, that the date that it was approved, so the effective date, matches what it shows on the document. The SOP number, of course, that should never change. The SOP title as well. And then the revision number, just make sure that they match. This information, you wouldn't really know it, but you just want to make sure that the approved section is actually completed for that. So just what I said, verify, confirm dates, all that stuff. And then the non-conforming products. This needs to be done at least once a month before the registrar audit. So you're going to access non-conforming products in the back of the stock room where it's labeled non-conforming product. And I actually have one for CMS and one for Sage jobs. So let's see. Note, these products are always kept under lock and key in the stock room. The key is always with the material control manager. And this one right here is the stock room key. So you just have to ask her for the key, or, well, yeah, because you two are approved to go in there. So you just ask her for the key if it's locked. And you're going to verify the non-conforming products that have been used are dispositioned accordingly. So pretty much you're just going to go through them and just, what I did was, because it was kind of a little bit vague, what I just did is, I know how to fill out those non-conforming product forms. So I just made sure that everything was filled out accurately. And if the parts were missing, I made sure that there was a note that said where the parts were at. Right. So you just got to check like little things like that, like stuff that you know that should be on there. Like this year I found a lot of them that had the missing tags. A lot of them had the parts missing and it didn't say where they were. A lot of them had that top section just not completed. There was like missing a lot of information. So let's go over here and actually, no. We're gonna do the SOPs. So let's start with the SOPs. So the SOPs are gonna be down here. I'm gonna save this one. And I'm gonna open the master document index and list. So we're gonna open the list. And go to SOPs. So master document list, and then this is right there. So you can do it however you want. The way that I like to do it is, since I have to check all 3 of them and I don't want to keep opening and closing everything, I just check them right then and there all at once. I go from the O drive to the document to the list to the SOP. So let's see. Go down to the SOPs. There we go. So SOP 40 is Rev AC, quality manual. Let's make sure that it's correct. SOP 40, quality manual. So when we open it up, it should be 12/16/2019 and revision AC. Should I close these other ones? So the SOP for this one is down here. SOP 40 Rev AC, so that's correct. SOP 40 AC, that's correct. Alright, so that one's good. Oh, I forgot to check the date. Yeah. So 12/16/2019. We're just gonna check the date real quick. So for this one, it'll be listed right here, the date. So it's 12/16/2019. So that's right. So then on to the next one, 4203 document control. 4203 document control. So when we open it, it should be 7/25/2018. So 7/25/2018, 4203 document control. Rev I. Rev I, signed off by Ryan. So now we're going to check the index. 4203, it's Rev I, document control. And it pops up the right one. Perfect. So then on to the next one. Just want to make sure this one. Well, actually, no. If it pops it up, that one should be fine because it brings up the PDF file. So next one is 4204. Rev C, 9/14/2016. So this one doesn't match. So we gotta fix that one. 9/14/2016. It was Rev C. That's correct. So now onto the index, 4204, Rev C, quality records. 4204, perfect, everything's good. Now 4206. 4206, 7/10/15, Rev B. So 7/10/15, 4206, Rev B, signed off, information technology procedure. I'm sure I've checked the name, and that's correct. So 4206, Rev B, 7/10/15, perfect. On to the next, 5601. 5601, 710, management review, signed off, perfect. Rev G. Rev G, good. Yeah, sometimes it takes some time because there's so many. No, 6202. 6202, Rev F, signed off, 7/27/18. 27/18, perfect. 27/18, Rev F, perfect. 7101, Rev A, 8/8/15, 8/18, 8/18, Rev A.
So you're just checking all the dates?
Yeah, you have to check everything. Just because we wanted to, all correlate, because if we were to click on something and it just doesn't match up, it makes us look bad during the audit.
Yeah.
So you just want to make sure that, we don't look bad during
They
the
go
audit.
through like every single SOP during the audit? basically.
Um,
It's like,
No, they don't go through all of them. Because remember, like I said, during the surveillance one,
Mhm.
they only goes through certain departments.
yeah.
So I
yeah.
think last year he only did like 3 or 4 departments, including purchasing, because purchasing is every single time. And then during this surveillance, he's gonna check either 3 or 4 other departments.
Oh, okay. So should.
So it should actually be 4 because there's 6 departments. Well, no, because he doesn't check accounting. So then 3.
So
each
which,
time
which
because-
3 would those be? Just off the top. So
Oh, I don't know which ones he's checking this year. I can't remember which ones he did last year.
Okay.
Yeah. We would be able to look at the audit and see, but
After you go through this.
but it's just like if a certain SOP is called out on something that you're like looking at, he might go and look at it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like you just never really know, so it's better to just like make sure that everything's good. So which one were we on? 7103, I think.
Mhm.
7102. Yeah, it's kind of annoying, honestly, but I do it.
Yeah.
So 7102 Rev D 72718. Wait.
What?
Huh? 7102.
Oh, so that date needs to be.
Oh yeah, 727. No, I just had to put
Yeah, that
the
is
wrong one.
fine.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
It's
that
good.
is fine.
Now over here. I think I skipped over 7101. That's the one that I was gonna start.
You can go back and see.
Yeah, I just don't want it to be like 718815. 718815. Yeah, it's all good.
Mhm.
7102 is the one that I just checked and that was good. So 7103. No, I clicked on the right one. 7103. Oh, there it is. 7103, 81015, Rev A. 81015, Rev A, signed off, perfect. And now the index, 7103, Rev A. Yep. Seventy-one oh four, Rev B, control work transfers, 926-2016. Rev B, all good. I keep accidentally clicking on other things. 7201, Rev F. So we have to do this every single year. 7201, Rev F, contract and regulatory, Rev F, perfect. Two, Rev C, 319. So this one's a match. Alright, it was signed off. And C through 19, perfect. 7203. Alright. Let's see. Okay, it's all good. Yeah, that was fine. So 920, 17, I 920. I think last time I probably didn't click save. 7404. So 12/9/2019. Oh, it's because I'm working on this one, I think. So the only thing is, like, sometimes you're working on it, so it won't have like anything. but try to put like updating or something. I think I was about to do this one, but I didn't end up changing it. So let's just check real quick. So many. Oh, it doesn't open a second one. Alright, so now we'll have to check that one to see what's up with it. Cause like they can ask you like, oh, why doesn't that one have a date? So you kind of need to know why, like be able to give them the answer right away. Cause they will ask you, or the guy will ask you stuff like that. So I think that was one that I was about to update, but I didn't end up doing it because I was going back and forth with Brian on it. So I don't see it anywhere on here or here. So it's not being worked on right now. So I just should have gone back and done it. But I literally was just emailing Ryan on this one yesterday, and he responded back to me today, and he told me that I don't have to worry about this one. So it should be Rev E. We're gonna go ahead and put this date here. So Rev E 12/9/2019. I usually like to put like in progress or something. Like, watch, I'll show you some. Like right here, see this one? It says in progress. I don't know, sometimes I forget. But try to like put that so that you know what's up with that one. So you don't have to be trying to look into it like I just had to right now. So 7502, control of production. Rev F.
Yeah, it changes the rev for the last one. It was on F.
It was on it?
Yeah.
Let me see now. Oh, you're right, it was on E. Gosh, it's so like hard to. Maybe we should put like different, you know how some of them have different shades? I think maybe we should do
Yeah.
that. It's kind of hard sometimes for me to see, I'm just like.
Like every other one, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that. Like when you're going down it, and then after you're done, you can just like unhighlight them all.
That too.
You could. It's just up. Yeah.
Okay, I just like have it. So 62617, 62617 Rev F. So that one's good. Hold on. I don't think I came to check this one because it says I. Oh, just kidding. I was looking at the wrong one. 7502, Rev F, perfect. Alright, 7503. 7503, 818, Rev B. 818, 7503, Rev B, sign off. The only thing is, so this one was already pre-approved, so it's okay. Cause I ended up not updating it, so I'm just gonna re-put his thing on there. Cause we don't want it to look like he didn't approve it, but this one was like previously approved like a while back, so it's fine. Do you remember which one we were on? 7503. 7503. B, 818, perfect. 7504, 818, 15E. 818, 15. E, Alan Adams, perfect. E, 81815, right document. 7505, 818, these are all done the same date. 818, 715, Rev A, Rev A, Rev A, it's the correct document. 215, let's see, 6215, let's see. 6215, let's see, send off. Let's see. Okay, perfect. Alright. 8/30/2018, Rep D. Signed off, perfect. Rep D, perfect, Rep D, correct document. Oops. $76.01 Rep L. And then I hope you guys are doing it. I mean, I'm looking at it as I'm reading it, but I'm like making sure that the line is also called correct, like the file name is called
Yeah.
correctly. I just didn't mention that before, and I was like, I should probably mention that. So 7601 623 20 623 Rebel 623 7601 L. Perfect. L 7601. Yep, perfect. 8201 8815. Rep B 8201 8815. Rep B, turn it off. Rep B 18. Okay, correct document. 8202 724 Rep J 724 Rep J, perfect. Rep J.
Ooh,
We're so close to the end.
what happened?
I don't know.
Oh, I froze.
Froze.
It's not responding.
That's-
Oh, there it is. Yeah, there it is. So Rep J, that was good. So let's go to the next one. 8203 8815 Rep A. 23 Rep A, signed off. Perfect. Rep A. Perfect. Two four 8615 Rep A 8615 Rep A. Good. Rep A. Perfect. $83.9718 Rep J 9718. Alright, so there's another one. Let's close all these really quick. So 8301 looks to be incorrect. Alright, so it matches the name and everything. However, this one is not correct.
Looks like you're not logged in. Today?
Did I not? Oh, let me see. This is the one that I just recently updated. 8301. Oh, it's because he approved it, but I haven't moved it yet. I can't do it on this computer.
Oh no.
I'm just gonna have to write down to do it.
Yeah, just make a note of it.
But I can show you guys at my desk too, cause I showed her how to do it, but I didn't get to show you how to do it.
Yeah,
And I'm pretty sure you could figure it out.
Yeah, I'll just check and see how you do it, but it should be quick.
I don't know
right?
if you wanted. Yeah, I don't know if you wanted to
That's fine. It's
like
just,
watch, record, and
Film.
do it.
Yeah,
So P8301 Rev.
that's fine. I mean,
I'm just gonna write a little note so I know.
so you're just gonna drag it to the what new SOP folder. Or?
So Rev K8301. I'm just gonna change. Oh my gosh, there's so many things.
And you have to update the date to like today, I
Yeah.
guess. It's just,
I think because he approved this one today, I'm pretty sure. Let me see, where does it say the date right here? June 23rd.
23rd. On Tuesday.
I'll just check that one later. I don't like those emails. I like the Outlook email better how it looks. So I'm just gonna highlight this one so I know to like take a look at it and confirm it and everything. But I'm gonna go ahead and change it on here because I know that it was approved. And then I'll just recheck it later and everything. Make
Yep.
sure that it's all good. Alright, so next one is 8401. SOP 8401. A41 818 Rep A. 818 Rep A add-ons, perfect. So let's go over here. Rep A, correct document, perfect. So 8502 now. 7/15/2019 Rep A. Let's see. 7/15 or G approved, perfect. Next one. 8503. 818 Rep C. Approved, perfect. Rep G, correct document, perfect. Yay, last one. No, wait. That was the last one. I was looking at the wrong one. Yeah, that's correct though. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, so we're done with that. So now the work instruction. So back in document center, we're gonna go to work instructions, and then now we go by department. So it's a little bit easier because it's spread out through departments. Let's close the SOP one. Let's open up the work instruction ones, and we're gonna start with accounting. So let's just open up the accounting one, have it ready. Let's go to the master list, accounting. So they only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 that were approved. So A001, 3/14/19 Rep B. 3/14/19 Rep B. I'm gonna check the other ones last. I think it maybe go faster if we just do it really quick. A03 Rev B 32619. 32619 Rev B approved, perfect. 004 3/14/19 Rev B 3/14/19 Rev B perfect. What? That was weird. 3/15/19 Rev B approved. 206 3/15/19 Rev B 15 Rev B approved. And let's jump over to 009. Ooh. Okay. When were these done? 2017, huh? I wonder if they're updating them. See, 7 and 8 are in here.
Yeah, with no dates on the doc
And it
list.
says Rev A, so I think maybe they're working on them. See, that's, oh yeah, it says in progress right here. Nope, no, I don't see it in here though. Huh.
So, huh.
Is it maybe in the, nope, I don't see it on here. Weird. Nope, I don't see anything under it being worked on, right? There's nothing. Maybe it's forgone? I don't know. But this is definitely not on Rev A. Alright. So let's just hop on over to the next thing. So this tells us though that when we're looking at the master index, that these, since technically, like we can take a wild guess and say that this is in progress, we'd actually have to confirm, like I'm gonna email Ryan and ask him like, hey, do you know like if these are in progress? Like pretty much like asking him what he wants you to do, like how he wants you to put it on here or leave it. But on here, we know that there might be in progress. It's not actually, what the fuck? It actually says Rev A. It is so weird. I'm gonna look at this again. There's something up with this. No, that is super weird. It says here though, Rev A 3/11/17. Alright, well, we're just gonna go ahead and update them. Maybe they just never updated it. Super weird. Super weird. Alright, so let's undo that. I don't know. Maybe they, since they put it here, they forgot to put it over here. That's what I'm thinking at least. But okay, let's start with number 7. So number 7 says Rev A. I forgot to do it again. 3/11/17. 3. Well, it's actually, well, these don't have the revisions on them, so we'll just leave it like that. A008. So it says Rev A 3/11/17. Rev A 3/11/17. Alright, well. 009. We're gonna have to go back through all those SOPs. I just remembered we haven't been checking the properties. So, yeah. I don't know.
I'm gonna just
Yeah. Well,